Okay guys, welcome to Astove. If you want to know where Astove is, it's very simple. You take a map of the Indian Ocean, turn it upside down, and that's where we are. We're right at the back, right at the bottom end, in the absolute middle of nowhere. It's extremely remote, extremely wild, and probably one of the most untouched places left around. Obviously, I'll be your head guide for the week. Then I'll be looking after you guys. We'll also have Brandon, who'll be with you guys this week as well. And then we'll also have Stuart, who's our permit man, and hopefully he'll be able to get you guys in the right place in the right time for those events. So this week on Astove, we're going to try to give you guys as best an experience as we can. We're going to try to show you guys as much as we can all over the place. Try get some fishing in the cliffs, try get some fishing inside the lagoon, looking for permit and milky water, which is pretty crazy, really unique to Astove fishing. Obviously we've got some cool bonefish, cool triggers, and then what we all came here for is obviously the GTs as well. One thing about the Seychelles and flats fishing in the Seychelles, something that's often not spoken about, is the quality of the bone fishing. The one out here on Astove, the bone fishing can be absolutely ridiculous. Besides fishing inside the lagoon for them, around the outside areas, around the surf, turtle grass, in the coral, I mean, you can be fishing for 6-7 pound bonefish with their backs completely out of the water in the surf zone. Classic combat fishing. When you hook them, it's a full sprint, trying to keep the line out the coral and out the rocks. It really is something that's not spoken about enough. The bone fishing in these areas truly must be some of the best bone fishing you can experience anywhere on the planet. It is really, really breathtaking.
Job, man.
So the permit on Astove is something really interesting. We have spent a lot of time out here over the last few years, and the permit fishing has become exponentially better every season. The challenge about the permit fishing in the lagoon is the water is often very, very milky, and things happen very quickly. When we say very quickly, we mean in the milky water you often see these fish at 12 foot from the boat, couple meters, couple feet away from the skiff. Things happen fast. You need to get the fly in the zone as quick as you can, and you only have a very, 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 very small room. You need to get that fly within range of that fish, and it's as close as you dare. Too close he spooks, too far he doesn't see it. So you've got a very small window to get that fly in the right place, and if you're lucky, it can happen.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! Look at this! Wow, what a permit! It's released.
What's close in front of us?
Yeah. I've been very careful. I was thinking, okay, meter, always shooting approximately a meter from him, but he didn't react. He just circled around, and once he get in front of his nose, the crab, he made his dinner and made our day at the same time.
So with regards to the different fish we fish for out here, the one thing that makes Astove really unique, specifically around about with the GT fishing, is we have so many different scenarios that you can fish for these fish.
Keep on the right. Yeah. Drop it, drop it. Strip, 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 strip. Hey, got it, you got it.
Something that's really unique to Astove is fishing for them from the cliffs. The cliffs is pretty exciting and pretty intense. So I think it's as hardcore as flats fishing can get. It's prehistoric volcanic rock, really sharp, really gnarly, often big surf on the sides, but that's where the fish are. So it can get very intense and can be really, really, really fun. And besides the cliffs, we also have classical flats fishing in and around surf areas, in the surf itself, on the pushing tide as the flats fill up around the outer rim of the atoll. Sort of really classic fishing, knee deep, crystal clean water, walking along, looking for singles, doubles, fish on rays, or whatever it might be. If you're lucky, you'll see them surfing down in waves. Can be really, really awesome. The lagoon inside Astove is something, it's a little piece of magic that just hangs around. It's something that's not fished very often. We do fish it as much as we can, but it's obviously tidal, tide dependent. But the GT fishing inside the lagoon can be pretty ridiculous.
There's a GT at 9 o'clock behind the boat. I'm going to turn you. Okay, you good? Drop it there. Okay, wait for him. Wait for him. Okay, strip, strip, strip. Okay, sit. Nice, good job.
And then lastly, and obviously the most important part and one of the most incredible aspects of where we are, is the mouth. The Astove mouth is, its legend precedes itself. It is an incredible place. It is remarkably beautiful, and like any place, it funnels the fish, and that's generally where we can find some really nice fish, lots of fish, and obviously just be careful for the sharks.
There you go, baby.
The other option that we have is we also have a few boats. We often spend quite a bit of time outside teasing, which can be pretty cool. High water move, head outside, throw a teasing plug, and it's pretty exciting watching a pack of 10 or so hungry jeets charging down the plug, and you got to get the fly in front of them and convince them to switch off the plug. So for the GT fishing is pretty cool. We've got lots of different ways to do it, and normally it's a nice way to keep the rod bent throughout the week.
Okay, Jeet's up, he's coming, Like your course. He's under. That's it. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. Another one back to that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, take this. Keep popping. Yeah. Stop popping.
Coming. Yeah, yes!
Take a shot. Yeah. It's a big fish. Listen, it's a big grouper. Hold it. It's a big grouper. Now put the pressure. That's it. Okay, one. Pump in one. Sure. Woo! Go! Yeah. Woo! Yes! Yes! Look at the size of it. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Obviously we've seen the water is very, very high, so what we're going to do is we're going to spend time on the cliffs We're going to have a nice big black popper, throw the popper over in the milky water. What we're looking for and hoping for is that when the water is really nice and high like this in the milky water, you get lots of jeets cruising around right up against the edge. There's only one setting. If we hook a fish here, he's got so much coral and so much stuff to break us off, so it's just as hard and as tight and as locked down as you possibly can go. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be pretty epic.
It's good.
It would take another 10 minutes, I don't have any more.
That's UT fishing. Good job.
Welcome to Astove.
This is Astove.
Yeah. And once you hook him, better watch out.
Yeah, better watch out, man. This stuff is crazy. But good job, Nero. You got the job done today, man.
Cool.
Well done. Dude.
Thank you.
That was awesome. So this week fishing with the guys from Blackfly Eyes was really awesome. We had some really cool fishing. We know the guys managed to get a couple really nice jeets. We got one nice fish over a meter, nice big permit inside the lagoon, lots of awesome bone fishing. Trigger fishing was really tough. We saw loads of them, got the fly, hooked a couple, and just was really challenging. I think the guys had a crazy cool experience. We saw we saw everything that Astove has to offer, from teasing to skinny water bone fishing inside the lagoon, to GTs off the cliff, poling for permit and milky water. It was an all-rounded, really good Astove week.